Good morning for me. You know on YouTube all those DIYs, how they always make it look so easy to do. They show it with ease because they've mastered that art. So now I've decided to start developing my films myself, and I did watch a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, but I thought I'd offer you the perspective of someone doing it for the first time to see how really hard or easy it is. So let's get into this. What I did is I went ahead and bought that CS41 powder kit. It's from CINESTILL Film. So far with the black and white, I'm actually happy. So we're gonna try the CINESTILL CS41. That's for color. So we have that powder kit, which is a 2-bath process. We have our bottles. As you can see, they're nice and black. No, they're not, because I couldn't find any black bottles. But I'm gonna hide because the products are sensitive to light and they're not gonna last as long if they're exposed to air or light so much. So I'm gonna keep them in a dark place, so it's almost like it's in a black bottle. It'll do for now until I can get my black bottles. And I have 2 mixing cups, which I drew little designs on it just in case somebody in my house wants to use these. And I have a funnel, which we're going to use, and a spoon, thermometer, because we're measuring the temperature, and I'm raising the temperature of my distilled water because I'm going to use distilled water for the products. That's just what I feel like doing. Probably is a better idea too, because there's no minerals in that water. So I'm raising the temperature up to 39 degrees, it says. Oh, you know that saying, when all else fails, read the instructions? Well, I'm reading it as I go along, so it might make it easy. And like I said, this video is to see how really easy it is for someone that hasn't done it before. I have never done this before. Okay, so the water in my sink is at 41 Celsius. In Fahrenheit, it's 104. The water in my bottle needs to be at 101. What does it say? At 100. So we're getting close to that. By the time I finish speaking, it'll be ready. So the first part we need to do is we have to fill about 600 milliliters, should I say, of water, and then add the first powder. Then we stir it, and then we top it off to 1,000 milliliters, which is 1 liter. Then we can pour it in this bottle. So let's see what we have here. This is a 2-part, that bleach is a 2-part solution. Here's our red solution, which is the developer. So this is part A and part B of the second bottle. This is the first one. So that's that. Now let's see if our water is ready. While the water was getting up to temperature, I went ahead and put a film on the spool, and it's sitting in my Patterson tank waiting for the next step. And I know what's on this roll because it's the one I took yesterday. I still have 4 more rolls inside my little black box that I need to develop, but I figured I should start with this one because I know what's on it. And I know I might have at least 2 good shots in there. Okay, so let's see if our water is 100 degrees or 38 Celsius. It's 97. It's close enough for me. You're gonna say, well, it's 3 degrees less. Yeah. Okay, first thing, we'll put 600 ml in the tank. Let's see how hard or easy it is. So far it's not so bad. Let's put this back inside because we're going to be using it for the next step, so it'll stay warm. Now we open this up. Whoops. I'm from the pocket knife era. I dropped my scissors somewhere. So let's do it like this. We should wear gloves and masks because these are still you know, they're harsh chemicals. So we should wear glasses and, well, I'll put mine on. So I start stirring. Just says stir well. But for some reason I thought it would be clear solution. Okay, now I have to top it off. And there's 1,000 milliliters. So I must keep stirring. See, and I wrote on the cap and on the bottle what solution it is, so you don't mismatch the caps, because what'll be on there will be enough to ruin that other product. So cap and bottle marked. Okay. Now let's pour it in, and then after that we'll give it another little mix from. So far it's not hard, you know, mixed products, like no big deal, but we'll see how well I did once we develop the first film. Cap it. Now I'm just gonna, you know, give it the more I don't like shaking things up because it makes a whole bunch of bubbles, and bubbles are probably not a good thing to have. Alright, so this is ready. So I'm going to put this inside that water because we're going to be needing it. Now on to the next one. Same process. 600 ml. There's part B and part A. So we'll assume it's got to be the same temperature. So in goes the powder of the second mix. Oh no, I forgot to rinse my spoon. And this is bleach and stuff, so you get that on your hands, it'll burn you a little bit. Alright, on to part B. It says on the sheet that it creates an endothermic reaction, 5 minutes. Let's not make this video longer than it has to be because we all have things to do. So we've mixed the first part, we've mixed the second part. I'm not going to show you how I pour that in the bottle, I mean. Alright, so we're ready for the final part. So we're going to set our timer. It says 3.5 minutes at 102. So let's go. Let's go 4 minutes because I'm sure I'm not 102. And off we go. So first, the developer. to spill it. So we have to agitate it like this for 10 seconds. So 10 seconds left. For the 10 seconds I have left, I'm opening the lid and I'm pouring the liquid back. I like my little ducky alarm. I wonder if anybody else uses that. Okay, so we've got this poured in. Cap it. Store it. I'll put it back inside just in case I want to use it. So now, apparently, okay. Step 2, same as above. So, whoa, we're going to put this one in. Yeah, there's a water builds up at the bottom here. I'm almost anxious to see the results, because when you do something for the first time, you kind of hope for the best. But then I stay aware that it might not be what I... Oh yeah, start. So this liquid inside the developer is not so bad, but the other way around is. So we've put the lid on nice and tight. It's going to be a long video, but the end result is a surprise. Since it's my first time, I'll know at the same time as you guys if it worked or not. Yeah, so I really like old abandoned motel signs along the highway, and I did stop and capture a couple of them with my Rolleicord, with this film, and I also took a couple of them with my Nikon Z6 too, because I liked it so much that I figured, well, if my Rolleicord doesn't get it right, or if I don't get the development right, at least I'll have that shot. So I posted it on Instagram, that motel sign shot with my Nikon, so you can go out and check that out at 362 degrees on Instagram. And of course you can subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. There's a minute 46 left. So I'll open this up, get it ready. 15 seconds, 14. Last twist. 10 seconds. We'll hear my duck go again. He's cute. I should have bought 2 of these because I forgot to rinse it off. So that is done. Put these back in the water. Rinse this. So I don't want to do the same mistake as I did. Okay, so now it's the water process. So I'm going to rinse it off 7 times like it said. water temperature doesn't really matter. So I'm going to pause the video and then we'll start back once I'm done rinsing and we'll look at it together. See if it worked. Alright, so I've rinsed it 7 times and I'll do my final rinse with the distilled water. Thought I'd do that with you guys. It's not long. So I fill it up. You know. At this time the negative can be exposed to light, so this rinse here is really the last rinse to make sure all the minerals and everything is out of the way. So now, the moment of truth. Let's see if we did everything correctly. Kind of excited because, oh, I hope I didn't miss it. I've done everything it said, so it should work. In theory. But in theory, everything works. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we have something. Oh, let me go get the clips. Yeah, so I have these 2 clips. There's a lead weight in the bottom of this one. So it's gonna pull on the negative and this one will hold it. So that way the negative will stay straight. Oh, I also have these Kim Tech wipes that are 100% lead free, lint free. So there's no dust gonna collect on the negative. And I'm gonna wipe the negatives with this by simply folding it like this and then going over the negative, and by pushing 0 pressure I'm just gonna wipe it off. If you have that squeegee, it's even better, but I use this because I don't have that squeegee. So let's see. Do we have a film? Do we have a film? Well, it looks like we do. Look at this. Oh, look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They all took. That's really cool. That is really cool. I don't know if you can see them, but I think you can. Look at this. Isn't this cool? So, let's hang them to dry. So I'm just putting this over it and snapping it in. It'll poke a hole. Ouch! I was gonna, oh, it's on the other side. Oh, I see. So we have this, and I'm gonna go hang this to dry, and then maybe I'll make another video to see with the scanner to see what my shots are gonna look like. I'm really happy. It worked. Yep. So with time, so I guess, oh yeah, in conclusion, I guess it is as simple as it says, and yeah, anyone can do it. You just gotta have the courage to do it, because you know, new things can sometimes be ouch, I did it the wrong side again. Alright, I'm going to hang this. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long one, but if you plan on getting into developing at home, well, at least maybe this was helpful. Of course, you'll need to read the instructions, because I was a bit vague or brief about it, because it's not a how-to video. Although I'm probably going to write how-to on the title just to get a couple more likes or views. Alright, I'm going to hang this. This was a success. I'll see you in the scans. But thanks for watching.